Hi, I'm Larry Karaszewski, and right now I want to talk about Absence of Malice, a newspaper thriller from 1981, starring Paul Newman and Sally Field. I kind of really love these later Newman performances, his gruff period from the early 80s, this and The Verdict. But the person I really want to talk about today is Sally Field. Seeing her recently in Steven Spielberg's Lincoln really got me thinking about the extraordinary longevity that her career has had. I mean, she's been a star since the early 60s. She's had some wild highs and some lows, but she keeps on pressing on, and it's really quite remarkable. So let's take a look. Absence of Malice is pretty good.
Here comes our boy, Michael Colin Gallagher.
Are we investigating Gallagher?
I want to know every nickel he's got and how he got it.
This trailer uses the score from the Costa Gavras movie Z, so you know it's aiming for gravitas. And while it doesn't quite reach those heights or that of All the President's Men, it's quite solid. It's directed by Sidney Pollack, who grew up in my hometown of South Bend, Indiana. He gave all of us local kids hope that we could make it out here in Hollywood someday. Absence of Malice was the film he did right before directing Tootsie. The guy had range. Known primarily as an actor's director, he gets great work from his cast here. Melinda Dillon gets an Oscar nomination, as does the always magnificent Paul Newman. And then there's Sally Field, using her natural likability to draw us into a rather self-centered character. Field's career is quite impressive. Often underestimated, she's had to fight for almost every great part she got. Bit by the acting bug as a teenager, she became a TV star right off the bat with Gidget and The Flying Nun. But those hits also typecast her as a lightweight. She couldn't get parts in serious films. She couldn't even get audition. Legend is that when Bob Rafelson was casting Stay Hungry, he yelled, "Why are we wasting our time seeing her?" when Sally Field walked through the door. It took the TV movie Sybil, where she played opposite Paul Newman's wife Joanne Woodward, to finally prove to the world that Sally Field could act. And since then, she's bounced back and forth between Oscar-winning parts like Norma Ray in Places in the Heart and commercial pop like Smokey and the Bandit. But unlike most older actresses, she doesn't fade away, every couple years doing something major like Forrest Gump, or winning a couple Emmys on television, or refusing to take no for an answer on Spielberg's Lincoln. She made it publicly known that that was her part. She was going to play Mary Todd, and she had to once again fight for an audition, and for her tenacity, she's got herself another stack of awards.
Absence of Malice. Suppose you picked up this morning's newspaper and your life was a front-page headline. Everything they said was accurate, but none of it was true.